I'm Miss Rachel, and I'm so glad that you've joined me for CC Cycle 2, Week 4 Latin. This is the second week that we are visiting the imperfect tense. So the first conjugation ending's imperfect tense. And we said last week that the first tense ending is bum. So this is a visual to help them to remember that. Bum, bas, but, bumus, batus, bunt, bum, bas, but, bumus, batus, bunt. First conjugation, imperfect tense. With my students, I mentioned to you that I have a game called Tick Tock Boom. Within it, there is a fake plastic bomb. We talked about in the last video that you could make one of these out of just a little ball that you have at your home. I have some little plastic bowling balls, and you can just put a little rope on it, even using aluminum foil and crushing it up to make a ball and adding a little rope. Mentioned also last week that I will most likely in the circle go around with my students and we'll pass it singing together. Bum, bas, but, bumus, batus, bunt. Then I will branch a little bit further and have individual students only sing the ending when the bomb is in their hand. So bum, bas, but, so students one at a time. The other thing that this bomb has is on the bottom it has a button which starts a ticking countdown, and it's random. So as we're passing it, finally what I think I will do is push this button. It will start ticking, and then it will make an exploding sound when someone is holding it. The person that's holding it, when it explodes, I can have a lot of fun with that. That person either can sing the whole thing by themselves, or they can be out and come into the center until we have one final winner. But I think I'm going to have that individual, like never have anyone leave the circle, and have that individual have to do all of the endings alone. Bum, bas, but, bumus, batus, bunt. I think that'll be really fun. If you don't have something like this that has that kind of a timer, you can find that online and put it on your phone so that you could do the same random thing, having something circulating around the circle, being passed around, and then randomly just having it go off. The students love that unpredictability. So I think that that's going to make this really fun this week. I also have my houses of imperfect tense, which I showed you last week as well. If you didn't happen to see that video, what this is, I have a roof, first conjugation, imperfect tense roof. And on all of these remaining popsicle sticks, I have written out the endings of the conjugations. And what the students can do is put them in order underneath the roof. So bum, bas, but, bumus, batus, bunt. So there are the endings in order. I mentioned in the previous video that these, we've done 2 weeks of the imperfect tense. This will come back in the second half of the year. So on weeks, I believe 15 and 16, we'll visit the imperfect tense endings again. And at that point, you know, they'll really know them by this point. And I will take my baggie of imperfect tense endings and we'll have them do this probably on week 15. And then on week 16, I will take also the present tense ending baggie, which we would have done at that point 4 times, because we will have done it week 1, week 2, and again, week 13 and 14. So I'll give them 2 baggies, one that has the present tense ending and one baggie that has the imperfect tense endings. I may pair up the students. That seems a little less threatening. If my students are feeling really confident, I can give them the option of working alone. So give them both of those baggies, dump them collectively together onto their desk and have them sort out the separate roofs and put the correct endings underneath. Again, I'm working with the master students, so that would be really advanced for the little guys. But for the master students, they should be able to do it by this point. I hope that this is helpful. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.